Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will have the ball first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get it down at the 35. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Got his man. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Powers through the defender. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Running through contact. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Forced out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Quick completion on the out. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Pulls it in down the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in stride inside the 20.
And from a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off play action on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layouting catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism, and also
he's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Watts. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready, and One more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third down, he drops the throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got a man, it's Watts. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. He'll try the left side. Runs through the tackle. And
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Quick strike complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hauls it in. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete. Turning it on. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to throw, it's Miles. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the big fella.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Play number 9 on this drive. Dropping back, it's Miles. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This crowd knows when to bring it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. How about this soft? Stopping him short of the first down line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The play-action fake. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Quarterback may change this route. 3rd down play from the gun. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Back to pass, it's Miles. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Watts. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on first and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the air, it's Miles. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? And is slips just inside that right upright. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. All wideouts, no backs. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. It's complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Derek.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to throw, it's Miles. Right on the money. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. On target. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Yellow Jackets trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. To the air, it's Miles. Into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Fouls through the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now on 1st down from the 28. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a